like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have. Oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there.
Right here, right now. Right here, right now. I wanna steal the show in Tokyo. I wanna carry on.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot?
John in a white limousine rolling right here, right now. Right here, right.
So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now or do you try and push your luck? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team.
In another world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I reach the edge, and now I fight, so promise that you'll catch me.
Just gotten started here, and already these guys have been hit. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player or do you go after a position of need? One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. We've seen one St. Louis Ram come off the board. Might we see another? And now, which side of the football will they address here? 2 words here. Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is.
It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot to the heart.
These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? Could we see another New Orleans Saint come off the board here?